The Unique in a Creek crossboard is what we're working on, right? Here's the cross that we'll be placing in the middle. It's just like a wooden cross. So what I did to get this color, it wasn't this color at first, it was just like, it looked like wood. So I grabbed some of the brown and used the baby wipe, tapped it in there, and then, you know, what do you wipe to dry brushing, yeah, dry brush it to make it this color, sort of like a rustic sort of cross that I did with this and baby wipe. This, excuse me, not water, but glue, and then add our cable mount and pipe cleaner. Glue all the way around it. This, we're going to put that aside to dry. So this cross right here, so I went ahead and did the first two just to see how the petals would lay. I made it hard on myself. You see, I don't have rubber bands. I gotta use zip ties, right? So I am using the Rita Petal, as you can see, using just one petal per zip tie. But I wanted to try it this way first, and then we'll try it the other way next time. So there's two petals we're working with today. This is the Rita Petal right here in the what do you call this? The sort of like a beige window pane, and in the brown. Zip ties as we go in, okay? So I'm just gonna put that aside now, and I'll show you how to make the Rita Petals. This poly burlap is wood burned, 10 by 10, squared. Take note that when we're doing this side, the petal for this side, right? We're doing the petal for the left side. Take note. We are putting the mesh, the poly burlap, with the manufactured edging, top left, bottom right, right? Top left, bottom right. So that'll be the left side petals, okay? So we'll just grab this and put it down to the corner, and we'll make sure these tips are pointy. So you make sure, so I'm using clips for that, and clips for this one. Okay, so flatten this out. You see over here, it does not line up right, so that's good, that's okay. You gotta worry about these ones. These have to line up to have that point, precise point, sort of, almost perfect tip or point, okay? So I'm just gonna scrunch here to here, okay? Scrunch, pleat, pleat, and pleat. So that's that. There's a little mustache. And then here's where I clip it. I clip it. So this is where she used the rubber bands for this part. But again, I don't have any rubber bands. The girls took all mine. and so I'm using zip ties. Of course, I'll be using zip ties. I love zip ties because they make for a good stopper when I add them into the crossboard as well. So it's okay. I use the zip ties, and extra work for me, but that's all right. I want this cross to be strong, not for the petals to rip out once somebody mishandles it or doesn't know how to handle it. So, okay, so that's that. And then we're gonna clip off these and take these off, and here we're gonna cut it in the middle. Okay, so you notice the manufactured edges are going this way. We're going to be adding the petals like that, right? So the manufactured edges are going towards the inside. Okay? Take note. Okay, let's make a few more of those, and we'll work on these first, and we'll work on the right side petals. So again, manufactured edge, top left, bottom right. at first when I watched the tutorial a few times, I couldn't understand the left side petals, the right side petals. I couldn't understand. I had to rewatch. But when you see that I make these petals over and over, you'll understand real well. Okay, so this is a good thing for you to watch. So I thought about using one petal per zip tie. That's another way you can use less mesh, less material, less poly burlap, inexpensive way as well. I'll probably try to do that here soon. So the manufactured edges, again, for this one, are going on both ways like that. Okay. Just like that. Make a few more here. You see that? So when I add my zip ties and I have my manufactured edges going this way, right? There's there's one, you see, there's one zip tie that's the number of the zip ties in the back. So I post that in front. So again, it makes for a good stopper. So this way both of them are the front now. Okay? You don't have to do that, but I do that. But again, when you do this step, when you layer your petals, they seem to lay flat for me. They seem to lay a little flatter, as you can see. They're not side by side. They're just sitting on top. So again, when you do a cross like this, you probably can adjust your petals how you want them. Or yeah, I think for me, I like it this way rather than using a rubber band, but it's up to you. Again, this one over here, as you can see, doesn't line up. So, but these are lining up. These are not, so just scrunch and it'll be okay. So I was kind of wary about using this window pane here too, because you might see through. You might see through to the board, right? But no, all the layering and all that is just perfect. You can see the brown more through the window pane, and I think I like it. You're so welcome. Okay, so after this one here, we'll do the left side petals now. So the right side petals. So we're working on the left petals. Okay. More work for you. Okay. Turn this around. This is a good way for you when you if you're gonna use your zip ties, if you turn them around, you'll see that you'll see right away where the manufactured edge is facing. Okay. So we'll do one more for the right and the left, and then we'll do the right petals. We'll compare petals here too. Okay. and scrunch. And then pin it. Alrighty, so I'll turn this around to make sure your manufactured edge is facing this way. This one is already facing there, so that's good. So let's make the left side petals. See, I have a basket. I have two bins here, so I won't get mixed up as well. So let's make the right side petals. So this is the side we just made. So we're making this side now. Okay. All right, so the brown seems to sew really well. We'll work on the brown. So for this one, I said top left, bottom right, right? For the manufactured edge, for the left side petal. But we're gonna turn it this way now. So the manufactured edge is gonna be on the top left, top right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left, okay? We're working on the right side petals. Top right, bottom left. Manufactured edges. Okay, so we're gonna grab this and put it down. And we're gonna make that petal the same way. The clips. Okay. And these are not lining up, that's all right. So we're just gonna scrunch from here to here. Pinch, scrunch, and we're gonna put that clip right there. Grab ourselves zip ties, right about a finger width apart is where I'm placing my zip ties. Maybe one more clip apart. Okay. Again, this is extra work, but I love my zip ties. And I wouldn't want my cross to fall apart if it's grabbed by the petals. Okay, there we go. So we're going to grab our clips now. Cut this off. And cut it in half. And now the manufactured edge is going this way now. See that? This will be the right side. And this one is going this way now. We're going to turn the knob of the zip tie this way. So when we add it into the crossboard, you'll be able to see the manufactured edges. So that's why there's a right petal and a left petal. Okay, throw that into the right side petal bin, and we'll do a few more of those here. So manufactured edge, top right, and bottom left for the right side petal. I hope you guys are understanding this good. I hope I'm getting it across. Like, I hope. See, it's a big project. It takes a while too. It takes a little longer than your usual wreaths, but in the end, it's gonna be beautiful. I'm hoping. The middle part I haven't really, I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing for the middle part there, the middle of the cross, but 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 I'm thinking I'm doing half petals for that middle part, so it won't be too what do you call it, congested or in the middle there. So there's the manufactured edge. So I'm gonna twirl my zip tie around, and this is good right here. This one's good. Okay, throw that in the right side petal box. Then I'm gonna grab a few more to do here. Okay, top right, bottom left. I always keep, I'm reminding myself here. So I won't forget, because this is my first time doing this as too, and I'm learning right along with you here, real slow. That's why I'm not that fast. So look at that, they're not lined up. Some of this, when I cut my window pane with my wood burner, when I burned it, some of them I cut just over 10 inches, a little bit over, so that some of them don't line up real well, but you won't see with this window pane. It won't be too noticeable as a poly burlap wood. Thank you. All right. Okay, so this is the one that we need to move up. All right, so let's do this one, and we'll do the purple ones, and we'll add a few into the zip tie, into the crossboard, and so you'll see the transformation. Tip, 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 tip. Good. As long as you're making something, that's good. For me, when I do my wreaths, when I work on stuff like this, like last night, I made like 2 or 3 wreaths last night. It just relaxes me. I just stop thinking about what's going on out there and stop worrying and a tie. A tie is what you call this. So, but this one you can just have your manufactured edges, top left, bottom right for this fold. So a 10 by 10 wood burned. This one is a fabric mesh, striped fabric mesh it's called, in the purple. I think I got it from Unique and Agreed. So to find the middle, so this way and here, so you get that. And I fold it over again. You can use clips for this part if you're not familiar. It's almost like the LE petal, almost like that, but it's folded it a little different. Fold it over, okay. And here you fold it again, teeny tiny folds, and I fold it again till you get that little tiny. As long as you fold it right in there, though, you don't have to fold it over here. It's okay. So I move about a half an inch, an inch and a half, and I scrunch it there, and I flip it on top. Okay, flip it on top, and I push these together. You can add a zip tie up in here if you want, about an inch in of the knob, half an inch maybe. Close it up, and it's what's he called, a tie. So that'll be the middle part of the cross. So this one is going in the middle of right here, over here. So we'll make a few more of those. So again, the crossboard. So I did 2 rows. So the bottom row, I didn't put anything. So we're gonna do the 4th row now, okay, in the brown purple. So when you go to your bins, remember where you put your left side petals. So the left side petals are on this side, on my left side, on my left hand, and the right ones are on my right. So, but you'll see the manufactured edging anyway, so you won't mistake them. So these ones going this way, right? Here's where it's fun. You can always fix your petals how you want. You can always make this go over here and this one here if you want, or if you want to put them together. That's mainly why I like separating my petals like this. And of course the zip ties are a big help as well. See that? You can see the manufactured edges. Close that up. You can adjust your petals how you want, gently. And then you reach for this one. And you see the manufactured edges are going towards the inside for these as well. Okay. This one goes at the bottom, this one like that. So these are going to be sitting side by side like that. when I put them into the zip tie. Excuse me. Alrighty, just like that, and then zip them up. Okay, and then we cut off the zip ties, and we'll add our purple tie petal in the middle. So now we're gonna do the window pane for the next row. And again, I make sure my left petals are on my left side. It doesn't really sew for this one where the manufactured edge is, but you'll see where I wood burned it. You see where I wood burned mine, sort of, see. And then we add those inside the zip tie, just like that. Zip them up and grab the right side petal and do the same thing. Side by side. So it's fun and easy. All you gotta remember is where your what side petals you're using. So you don't mess up either. If you mess up, it's no big deal. You can just cut the zip tie off and redo it. No biggie. So it's cute. Okay, put that in the middle. So we added all the petals for the bottom. See how wide it became? See that? It's so wide. Let's add those into the cross. Actually, no, let's add the zip ties. So adding, we're skipping this part, and skipping, and skipping. Okay, all those. And adding 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 rows, 1, 2, 3 rows of zip ties. loaded up all the zip ties in there. And let's go ahead and add our the left side petals, I keep calling them, is going on the top. So again, making sure the manufactured edges are going towards inside. See, I'm learning here. So the bottom, I guess we'll say bottom petals, will go here. Okay. So now we're gonna add the purple right in the middle. Okay, this one goes on the top. Ready. Zip it up. Grab this one from this bin. All right, so the purple one now. So when I add my purple one, you see that the small one over here. And there you see a wider one. So I'm going to turn my zip tie around and use the wider one for the top. Snip, snip, snip. Okay, these ones, the brown. I'm really enjoying this. I love making cross wreaths. I think that's probably one of my favorite next to the small board. Like I do poinsettia centers as well, flower centers as well on these cross boards. And I've done a daisy one as well. So for the center. Purple. And I've made one where I put a little rosebud in the middle. I haven't done that in a long time. I don't know how I did that, but I did do it. So I think when I add, where should I add this one now? For the top part. Oh, I guess the left side petal will be this way. Oh, but that's a huge cross. I don't think I'll be using those ones for my, I don't know if I'll use those ones for the center, but maybe we'll see. So we need to adjust some of these petals after. What I'm gonna do, so those 4 holes is where these ones here. So I'm going in a square like that with my zip tie. So 4 zip ties is going into that 4 right there. Change of plans. I need to add 4 where the purple are. See that? See if I can go in there. There we go. So where the purple is, that's where I'm adding my zip tie. See that? So that'll go right in the middle here. And I shouldn't have closed up the zip ties. There we go. Okay. So you can spread open your petals, this part. So let's add those into the zip ties. And we'll see what it'll look like. It's gonna be so thick and congested in there. Okay. So my zip ties in there, zip it up. What if we add these? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we add these, okay, so, all right, this is perfect right here. So half Rita Petal is what you need for the middle part. So it'll zip up nicely. If you see the zip ties, it's because I'm using the window pane. If I were to use a different one, you wouldn't be able to see them. Okay. So there's the cross. I might end up changing this part here to the brown because I can see zip ties, but I won't do it here. Or maybe I'll this is 7/8 ribbon here. I'm only gonna use just a little bit. I'll probably use about 14 inches. We'll see if that's the right size. Cut that off. And you see how this will look. We'll use this as a shroud. I think that's what you guys say, a shroud. Ducktail it. I need, and this is how I think this is how you lay these. Or something like that. I'm gonna glue this now on top here. That's why my glue is there. I'm just gonna try to go through that. Yeah, it went through. I like how it looks like this. Turn this around so you guys can see the back. And when I take pictures of the cross, I think I'll end up moving some of these petals towards the inside because they're just, you know, all over the place right now. I think that's what I'll do. And okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that.